Hey guys, so Netflix picks and other TV shows and movies. I like to do these every once in a while and talk about what I'm watching on TV, or if I go to the movies, I might touch upon that. I really don't go to the movies though that often because there's so much to watch on regular TV at home that you almost don't even need to go to the movies anymore. Although I think that is a fun experience because you get that larger than life feeling with the ultra sophisticated speaker system and all that. But, anyways, so the first thing I want to talk about is if you are a fan of The Walking Dead and you have a Netflix subscription, you do not need to wait for it to come on Netflix to see the next season. And I don't think a lot of people know this. I just kind of tripped across this information the other day. But if you go to AMC's website, you can stream it if you have a streaming device. You can stream it to your television or you can watch it on a device for free the whole season that just finished this past year on AMC. And then it will show up sometime on Netflix in September if you don't care how soon you see it. But I started watching it yesterday, and oh God, I love that show so much. I don't know, there's something about the idea of trying to survive against impossible odds in a situation that I don't know. It would take somebody with incredible mental strength, I think, to get through that, aside from the obvious physical strength that you would need to fight the zombies. But mentally, you would have to be just as tough to survive in such a situation. But just wanted to let you know you don't have to wait. You can watch it right now on AMC's website. And the next thing that I want to talk about is something that's been out for a long time, and I just didn't think there was any way to watch it because I don't have cable TV. But I was seeing where the new Descendants movie just came out on Disney, and because I don't have cable, I've never seen any of the Descendants movies. There are three now, and so I found out that I could watch the first two movies on the Disney Now website. It's just disneynow.com. And of course, like I said, if you have a streaming device, you can stream it to your TV and watch it in, more comfortable setting on a bigger screen. But I watched those first two movies and I was so surprised how much I liked them because when you think Disney, you think, oh, stuff for kids. But there are a lot of great Disney movies and TV shows that don't necessarily have to be just for kids. I mean, if you think about it, Disney are the company that are behind most of the Marvel stuff, like the Avengers movies and things like that, and those appeal to all ages. But I watched the first two Descendants movies and I really enjoyed them. If you like fantasy type stuff, you would probably like these. The only thing is, they are musicals, and not everybody is into musicals, and I myself am not the biggest musical fan, but I can sit through them singing a couple songs here and there in order to enjoy the storyline itself. If you're not familiar with the premise of this, they're based on a series of novels, and it's told from the perspective of the well-known Disney villains' children and how their lives are affected by what their parents have done. And I don't want to really say more than that because it would give too much away of what the story is like, but it's really good. And one of the stars is Dove Cameron. And she is this beautiful girl. She has a fantastic singing voice. She's a very good actress. She's been on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the first thing I ever saw her on. And she had like a recurring role in that show last year. And she's so beautiful. I wish she had a YouTube makeup channel. But she is one of the Disney villains' children. She's Maleficent's daughter. And it's just really good, you know, because these kids are all friends because their parents are all um, Disney villains. So, anyways, if you've never seen any of those movies, check them out. You can watch the first two movies on DisneyNow.com. You can't watch the third one because that's part of like the Disney subscription service or the Disney Channel. But that's a whole nother thing. Did you know that Disney's going to have an unbelievable streaming service at the end of this year? They're going to have their own streaming service, and one of the ways that you'll be able to get it is going to be a package deal. And for what you pay for Netflix, I think actually even like $1 less, you'll be able to get Disney streaming service, ESPN streaming service for people who are into sports, and Hulu. And you'll be able to get all three of those as a package deal for less than the price of a Netflix subscription. So yeah, that's definitely going to hurt the other streaming services that are out there. Um, I don't know. I really love my Netflix. So I had taken up HBO for a while, but I canceled it because I didn't feel like there was enough content to pick from. The content that's on there is very good, but it just didn't seem like there were that many choices compared to Netflix. So I ended up getting rid of the HBO because it was more expensive than Netflix. But as far as the Disney one goes, I don't know. I'll have to see like what they have on there for content, and I'm not really that familiar with Hulu because I've never had Hulu. I know that there's a couple shows on there that a lot of people really like, but we'll see. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is the show that I'm currently watching on Netflix, and that is Lucifer. I had passed that show over for years. I never watched it, and I saw it there, and it's the type of genre that I normally watch. It's like sort of a supernatural type theme in the show. And those are the kind of things I normally watch. But for some reason, the screenshot just kind of put me off. And it's amazing how I base my decisions about what I'm going to watch on Netflix just by looking at those little screenshots for the show. And but it's really good, you guys. If you've never watched it, there's actually 4 seasons of it on Netflix, and we're on season 3 right now. And then I guess they're going to be doing another season of it too, and that will be the final season. So there'll be 5 in total. But it's based on the perspective of Lucifer, the fallen angel, and it's really interesting because everything is like from his vantage point, you know, as far as what happened with him getting cast out of heaven and being an angel and how he feels about all that and why. And then he, of course, is on earth, and I shouldn't say of course because he's supposed to be in hell, but so he leaves hell and comes to earth and meets, you know, a lot of humans and develops relationships with them, and it's really good. I don't want to tell you anything more than that because it'd be more fun to discover it for yourself. But if you've never seen that show, the guy who plays Lucifer is he, I was going to say British, but I think he's actually Welsh. But anyways, he's from the UK, and he's very charming and very handsome, and kind of reminds me a little bit of Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, he's got a little bit of that type of thing going on, where, you know, tall with darker hair, thin, handsome with that accent. So pretty charming. But then there's some other people on that show that are very attractive and talented as well. So if you've never seen that, check it out. But so I hope you enjoyed my Netflix picks and other TV shows and movies video. And thank you for subscribing and watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.